Hello, I'm Jane Dutton with a wrap of the week's news.
This is Eyewitness News.
Police have raided the offices of Cape Town Mayoral committee members JP Smith and Xanthia Limburg. The mayor, Jordan Hill-Lewis, said he's been informed by Smith and Limburg that they've offered full cooperation to investigators but have not been made aware of specific allegations at this stage. Police have confirmed the probe is related to further investigations into tender fraud in the construction sector. They said the raid is part of forensic investigations linked to a case that's already before the courts and implicates municipal officials and business owners.
Well, obviously it's a shock to learn that there are further raids on the 6th floor, which is the political leaders' floor in the Civic Centre, where the mayor and the mayoral committee members have their offices. We had this experience about a year ago with Lucy Boy when his office was raided, and we are getting the same sort of response from the city that there's a bit of shock. They claim they don't know what's going on, and they're asking for a briefing from South African Police Services. So I think what we need to say to the mayor of Cape Town and the administration is they need to come clean with the people of Cape Town and to be transparent about this investigation.
President Cyril Ramaphosa signed into law the Expropriation Bill, which sets out how organs of state may expropriate land in the public interest. The bill repeals the pre-democratic Expropriation Act of 1975.
That I will faithfully execute
the office of President of the United States.
The office of President of the United States.
US President Donald Trump has been back in the Oval Office since Monday. He's already announced plans to weed out some 1,000 opponents from the government. He is seeking an end to birthright citizenship. He's allowed those involved in the January 6th riots at the Capitol to walk free, pulled out of the Paris Climate Agreement and the World Health Organization, and announced there'll only be 2 genders, male and female.
It will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only 2 genders, male and female.
As he holds office for the second time, a ceasefire is holding in Gaza. It kicked in on Sunday with the aim of bringing the Israeli hostages home and allowing aid into the Strip after a brutal 15-month war. The family of Ashwin mowers are calling on police to thoroughly investigate the involvement of an accused person Mowers was to testify against. Mowers was brutally shot and killed outside the Lenasia Magistrates Court. His brother, Victor Maitland, says Ashwin was meant to take the stand as the first witness in a murder case dating back to 2021.
4 guys appeared from the crowd with guns. He stood up, he ran towards the court's door. Other friend ran towards the shop, and they shot him from behind in his back. And so when he fell, the 2 of the shooters went to him, pointed firearms at his head, and both of them shot him in his head.
It's been very hot in Cape Town this week and very cold in Davos, Switzerland. That's where Team South Africa is for the World Economic Forum. Addressing a Brand SA business dinner, President Cyril Ramaphosa said the structural reforms that are being introduced are meant to set a firm foundation for growth. As the host of the G20, Ramaphosa says it'll present South Africa with the opportunity to highlight several financial and climate change matters that affect developing nations. He also pointed out this is the first time he's accompanied to the World Economic Forum by ministers from other political parties present.
Our typical World Economic Forum scarf. I've never seen John Steenhuisen donning that, but now he wears it, and that's a moment of great pride.
Pressure is mounting on the president to remove Minister Kumbutso Ntshavheni from cabinet over corruption allegations. The DA, EFF and the Freedom Front Plus are all calling for action over allegations that she awarded an irregular 2.5 million rand tender while still the mayor of Palabora municipality in 2009.
As the Democratic Alliance, we repeat, no minister accused of corruption should serve in the cabinet. End of story. She must go.
Popular traditional healer Mokgotso Mofokeng, better known as Gogo Maweni, will spend the weekend in prison after bail was denied. It's for a case of alleged assault with intent to cause grievous bodily harm. She appeared in the Protea Magistrates Court for a matter that took place in 2019. The docket says she threw a bottle at the complainant's face, who was not present at the court.
Ma'am, your matter is postponed until next week, Monday, 27 January 2025, for formal bail application. Until then, you will be in custody, no bail.
Gauteng and KZN ANC leadership structures have been reconfigured by the National Executive Committee following a meeting over the weekend. Both provinces performed dismally at the polls last year, losing their majority.
Out of the 11 municipalities that we have in Gauteng, 10 were in the hands of either opposition party or other political parties. So from 2016, we're going through these difficulties. So you can't go to national elections when you don't control that lever of power, which is closest to our people.
Keep an eye on them, eh? Give the impression we have done this out here.
The South African film Last Ranger has made it to the Oscars. It's one of 5 chosen for the Best Live Action Short Film category. The local film tells the story of a young girl named Lita who embarks on an extraordinary adventure through a game reserve guided by the last remaining ranger, Kuselwa. The experience takes an unforeseen twist when they're confronted by poachers, sparking a fierce struggle to defend the rhinos and revealing a tragic secret. Cindy Lee directed the film in the isiXhosa dialect.
We've been nominated for an Oscar in the Best Live Action Short Film category. We are so excited. We are so proud of our little isiXhosa film, all about the devastation of rhino poaching. But it's a positive, uplifting film, and we think that's why the Academy loved it so much. We're going to go and we're going to win this Oscar. We're going to be the only second South African film to win an Oscar. So please, everybody, hold thumbs. We're super excited. I'm probably going to burst out crying again, so I'm going to go. Thank you.
That's it from us. Have a good weekend. See you again on Monday.
Eyewitness News. In touch, in tune, and independent. For the latest, log on to ewn.co.za or ewn.mobi.